if you let justice go unchecked, the very wealthy will be the ones who are able to seek justice. But if you don't have lawyers like myself, whose career is dedicated to social engineering, then those marginalized people won't have a voice. My father was a lawyer, and my older brother is a lawyer, and so I was indoctrinated at a very young age. And when I started my own practice, I kept on doing civil rights cases, and there was this disproportionate amount of beatings and excessive force used against citizens of Compton. I started getting a large amount of calls from citizens of harassment, beatings, and eventually shootings and killings. And it got worse and worse over the years. The sheriff's department deputies started being more aggressive, and I started taking these cases to trial. No other firm would take these cases to trial except for my firm, because I knew something was going on, and I wasn't doing it for the money. I was doing it to make the sheriff's department stop and to hold them accountable and expose them to the public. The issues of discrimination aren't just police excessive force. It's the poor mother who goes to a hospital and gets poor prenatal and postnatal care. It's all kind of people who are discriminated against in all areas of living. That's why it's so important for lawyers like myself to dedicate their career and their life to representing the community and uplifting the community.
I've always loved children, but I really didn't think that I would work with kids. In fact, I was at a church back in 1985 where the pastor's wife came to me and said, "Cheryl, I think we'll have you start working with children in the children's ministry." And I said, "No, I don't do kids." Well, within a year's time, I had taken over the children's ministry. I was producing and directing plays with them. I love theater. I've loved theater my entire life. So I was producing and directing plays, and they were so good that people were asking us to come perform them at their churches and stuff as well. I really started learning that it was important to listen to their voices and to give them a voice and to empower them. And that became my passion. I would have them produce their own plays to give them their voices. And that really took off. You know, the Bible is full of social issues. I mean, that's what it is. And it taught the kids to really, I wanted them to develop their own compassion, their own empathy for things that were happening around them for other kids. And I was always so pleased and proud to see what they would do on their own. And it's, you know, it's given me a great deal of pleasure.
It is an honor and a privilege to be celebrating the life, the legacy, the works of John and Cheryl Sweeney, elevating people. I watched them from afar as member of Homeland United Methodist Church, and I'm just so excited. Congratulations, John and Cheryl Sweeney. You are the power couple with a heart.
Over the years, I've gotten more and more invitations to teach. I started getting invited by different bar organizations to teach on all aspects of trial advocacy all over the world. I need to pass this on to the next generation through teaching, through leaving a legacy firm. So I vowed I am not going to retire with all this knowledge in my head. And I think I will be practicing law to the day I'm called home.
Even though I didn't think I'd work in the church with kids, which actually turned out to be my passion, I've always advocated for kids and wanted them to have a voice. And that actually led us to adopt a child out of foster care. I heard about this child through a family friend, and they said, you know, she needs to be in a family like yours. We turned out meeting her when she was 10. She was a child that had so much trauma, had been so abused. So we took her in. When she was 12, we actually adopted her. And I'm so proud of her. She has a voice. She's literally taught her friends, speak up for yourself, advocate, say something. Every child deserves to be loved. And I don't care who you are, what you've done. you still deserve to be loved.